Choose thoughts that remind you that your future is not limited by your past. Welcome to day 15 of our healing and becoming journey. Before we begin today's challenge, let's take a moment to reflect on day 14. How was it for you? And for this healing and becoming journey, yesterday we gave ourselves permission to recognize our growth. We paused to honor our progress, to celebrate the victories that often go unnoticed. The quiet victories, the small steps, the moments when we chose healing even when it was hard. We reminded ourselves that we do not have to be perfect to be proud of who we are becoming. We reflected on the ways we have grown, the boundaries we have set, the promises we have kept, the strength we have discovered, and perhaps, for the first time in a long time, we allowed ourselves to say, I am proud of myself. Not from a place of pride, but from a place of gratitude. Gratitude for surviving, for learning, for continuing to show up. So today, I invite you to check in with yourself. How did day 14 go for you? Were you able to celebrate your progress without minimizing it? Did you recognize a victory that you would normally overlook? Did you allow yourself to feel grateful for how far you have come? And what did you notice during your reflection? Did you discover a new strength within you? Did you realize that healing is happening even if it feels slow? Perhaps you noticed that resilience has become part of who you are. Perhaps you realize that every challenge you have faced has shaped you in ways you never imagined. Perhaps you simply gave yourself permission to smile and say, I'm still here, and that matters. Remember, healing is not only about overcoming struggles, it is also about recognizing the growth those struggles have produced. Take a moment now to record your daily wins, your reflection, and your energy check. Celebrate every step, celebrate every lesson, celebrate every action of courage. Because every moment of growth is evidence that you are becoming. And now let's move into day 15, positive mindset. And today's becoming affirmation is, my thought creates my reality. I'll take that again. My thoughts create my reality. Take a slow, deep breath. Allow yourself to become aware of your thoughts. Today's journey invites us to pay attention to the conversations we have with everyone. Every day our minds tell stories. Some encourage us, some strengthen us, but some quietly hold us back. Perhaps the voice says, I'm not good enough. I'll never change. I always fail. Nothing ever works out for me. When repeated often over time, these thoughts can begin to feel like truths. But healing reminds us that not every thought deserves our agreement. We have the power to challenge the beliefs that keep us stuck. We have the ability to choose thoughts that lead us towards hope, growth, and possibility. So today I want you to ask yourself, what is one recurring thought that limits me? Be honest with yourself. How does this thought show up in your daily life? Remember, we need to be aware. Does it stop you from trying? Does it keep you silent when you want to speak? Does it convince you that you are less capable, less worthy, or less valuable than you truly are? Take a few moments to reflect, and without judgment, without shame, simply notice. Then gently ask yourself, what empowering thoughts can replace this limiting belief? Perhaps instead of saying, I'm not enough, you can say, I am growing and learning every day. Instead of, I always fail, you can say, every experience teaches me something valuable. Instead of, I can't do this, you can say, with God's help and consistent effort, I can take the next step. Write down your new thoughts. Then ask yourself, what is one action I can take today that proves this new belief? Maybe you will apply for the opportunity you have been avoiding. Maybe you will speak kindly to yourself. Maybe you will begin the project you have been putting off. Maybe you will simply choose to keep going. Remember, a positive mindset is not pretending that life is easy. It is choosing hope in the middle of difficulty. It is believing that setbacks do not define you. It is also trusting that growth is possible. I want you to practice these words. My thoughts can build me up. I choose hope over fear. I release belief that no longer serves me. I create space for faith, healing, and possibility. Remember, the mind is a garden. The thoughts you water will grow. Choose thoughts that bring life. Choose thoughts that strengthen your spirit. Choose thoughts that remind you that your future is not limited by your past. And our scripture today comes from Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. As you think in your heart, so are you. That's paraphrased. And this verse reminds us that the condition of our hearts and minds shapes the direction of our lives. When we fill our hearts with faith, truth, and hope, we create room for healing and transformation. That's why today's motivational quote comes from Vincent Peale. Change your thoughts and you change your world. As you move through your day, please pay attention to the words you speak over yourself. Challenge the thoughts that keep you small. Replace fear with faith. Replace doubt with hope. Replace limitation with possibility. And remember that every positive thought you choose is another step in your healing journey. Thank you for continuing this journey. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for choosing growth. Today, guard your thoughts. Today, choose hope. And today, believe in the beautiful future you are creating. Have a beautiful, peaceful, and hopeful day. I remain yours truly, Rosita, representing you on this becoming journey. Bye.